Guys, what's up and welcome back. It's been a very long time since I've posted. I apologize. I'm just coming up with new material. Not that I don't have anything new to show you guys, but I'm going to go through some old combos with new iterations considering we have new cards. Now, the first combo we're going to go through is the bread and butter for the hot red combo. So these three are the starter combos. Now, this combo is actually one of the easiest combos to draw in terms of I'm almost always able to see these two, but Wavering Eyes is an issue. Because I have to draw that card, it becomes an issue. Now, you play 3 Revolution Dragon, which can search for your Lusto. You play 3 Lusto. You play 3 Joker, which searches this directly, and you can search this through Revolution Dragon. You play Triple Duelist Alliance that searches both these cards. The combo is almost always in your hand. The problem is you have to draw Wavering Eyes. And there is no draw speed in the deck, and that's where the issue lies. Now, as it relates to the combo, the only reason why I don't play it so far is literally because we have to draw the Wavering. But if Pendulums become a meta deck again, you're going to have to main deck Wavering Eyes anyways. So you're going to rely on this combo. So best to know it from now. Now, the setup only takes these 3 cards. And we're going to give them a full board plus the lock. So we're going to start the combo. Pendulum Scale, Luster Effect, pop Double Iris, and we will search for another copy. The Double Iris that was destroyed activates its effect, and we get to add our Star Pendulum Graph. We activate Star Pendulum Graph, activate Double Iris, and now we Wavering Eyes. Pop both, and we add our Astrograph. Here's the fun part. You decide to choose your chain link in terms of Double Iris and Astrograph. On Master Duel, you cannot because it uses OCG rulings, while TCG we can. So chain link 1 is going to be Star Pendulum Graph. It's mandatory because it's mandatory effect, so it has to be chain link 1. We're going to use Astrograph as chain link 2 and Double Iris as chain link 3. You could actually do it in any order if you wanted, to be very honest. So we're going to get this to hand. Astrograph is going to drop. Get your Double Iris. You could have added a Luster, but Luster doesn't help us. And Oath from the Star Pendulum Graph. So we're going to scale up. And you can set your time Pendulum Graph from now. It doesn't change anything. We're going to use Oath effect to get back one of our Double Iris as a normal summon. Now, for this combo, I'm using the bare minimum. I am not going to use any specific card that wouldn't be just bare minimum to the combo. So normally, it's actually better than this because you get to draw your Joker. And it doesn't even matter where you see the Joker because Joker is just a free body. So normally the combo is a lot better. But for this, we're using the bare minimum just to show you what's the least you can do. And the least is more than enough. Link Shokan, Beyond the Pendulum, effect, add Stargirl. Actually, Harmonizing Magician, just in case none of you guys get onto the show. Anyway, it's time to Pendulum someone. Apologies. That's the Pendulum summon. Harmonizing effect. I get my Stargazer Magician. It has to be Stargazer because he's level 5. There's another level 5 in Pendulums, in terms of Pendulum Magician, but the thing is, like, if you draw Astrograph and a flat hand, Astrograph turns into a turbo card because you can't get your Stargazer from the deck. So yeah, it's a good card to play. So from here, you guys might be surprised, but we're going to do what we did the last time in terms of the plant combo. So we're going to go for Time Star first. Now for the plant combo, we actually played one unorthodox card, which I'm going to search for now. So effect. We're going to add Sauge de Fleur. Now, the problem with this card is just that it's very unorthodox, nothing else. But, truth be told, it's not a bad card. It's just that it's bad if you open it. But because if you open this, you have the luxury of having something else. You can actually just search something else with your Time Star. So it's not really a super negative. But if you're in an actual duel, you might want to draw this card going second if you're going to draw it any at all. That's just it to it. It's not that great to draw. We'll use its effect. What's effect is I target 2 cards on the field. One of my monsters and another card on the field. So I'm going to target both of these. The reason why I'm doing this is because it summons first, then pops, but Time Star can save. And Time Star saves by sending any spellcaster from your deck to the graveyard. So instead of searching directly for Tuning Magician, I get it in the grave and I can summon it whenever I feel like, which is not immediate. Now for the next combo. Apologies, next part of the combo. We're going to link with both of these. The reason why I'm doing this is to get a tuner. That way I can make Hulk. So I have actually a portion of tuners in the grave because I put tuning in there. And then harmonizing is already in the grave for morning. You'll have enough counters. This is 1, 2, 3 spells. So link with both into our Hulk Fibrax. Hulk effect. I'll get Rose Dragon from deck. And I'll synchro summon with both of these first. Now this is one of the reasons why I wasn't playing Yu-Gi-Oh for a while. Because I don't have Baron. If I had Baron, I'd probably play in Yu-Gi-Oh now, but because I don't, that's the reason why. So I'm just using an X level 10. Now I'll get effect of the Red Rose, so I'll summon Rox Rose and add Basal Shoot. The reason why I'm doing this first is because I don't want Chaos Ruler to mill the Rose Shoot when I'm going to search. So I'll sync for Baroness first. Sync with both of these. And you'll get it effect. Mill 5. You will always get something here. Your deck is predominantly dark. You will almost always get something. For 5 mills, you can imagine not finding a monster for 5 turns. That sounds near impossible. So you'll get a card to hand almost automatically. And we're going to use Tuning Magician effect to summon back itself and synchro. This will give me Hot Red. I can now Chaos Ruler by banishing a light and a dark. I can banish both of these. I'm not playing the plant engine in any shape or form, so you don't get any benefit from this hitting the grave. Normally, if it goes to the grave, you get to add a level 1 plant to your deck there. And the only way I'm going to seriously take this card serious is if Glow Up Bulb came back. And by the way, the Rose Dragons are not plants, they're dragons. So you're going to have someone in the comment section, just avoided them. Now from here, we set the Rosal base shoot. The reason why I'm doing this is, truth be told, the board is near impossible to pass. I have a negate for Dark Ruler. This is why this is there. So if someone goes Dark Ruler, you can chain your Time Pendulum graph and then negate it. But there are other times when your opponent has droplets. And if they find monster and trap, I'll always have this set, so in the event that occurs, I can always ensure that they're going to discard monster, spell, and trap. Because if you have Baroness, you can just straight up negate it, so they have to select the monster. So they'll most likely select these 3. Well, technically, I don't know which 3 you're going to select, but that's on them. The point of the matter is that you just want them to be discarding almost their entire hand. So the bare least, they're going to have 2 cards in hand if they droplets their way out. So if the droplets work, they're going to have to beat you with 2 cards, and they still have to pass a Time Pendulum graph, which is actually going to search as well. So you should be able to close out. And if you're not sure what you're going to do, because you're not familiar with the combo, the reason why I said this, there is no negative repercussion to setting it. The reason why, it can be activated at any time. It's not specifically main phase or any type of phase. Basal Rose Shoot can activate at any time. So as they draw, standby, main, if you want it to activate in the draw phase, you can. So it will get back any of your dragons. You can get back this one because it has a big defense, I don't know. It doesn't matter. And you can also chain your Hulk if it's the main phase. Hulk will get Shooting Rizel. Rizel effect. You get to send any level 6 from your deck to the graveyard. I would always recommend for you to send a copy of Oath. The reason why is that if you make a Celine, Oath will get you a free add back most times. So it's best to send him. and that reduces our shooting by 6 levels, making it level 1. So 1 plus 3, that's 4, plus 8, that's 12. So I will synchro into a big boy. Effect, negate your opponent's... Well, sorry, it doesn't negate anything. Your opponent cannot activate anything for the whole turn. And they can't respond to this, so it's better than Scythe by far. It's actually terribly worse than Scythe, because you get almost the exact same setup. And it doesn't lose to anything like Call by the Grave. So this is actually the superior way to do it. If persons aren't aware, Hot Red is the way to go. So this is it for the first combo. I'm going to go through our next combo for you guys. But you guys, I just want you guys' opinion on this combo. To me, it's complete fire, but there are always persons with negative replies, and sometimes they have a great point that they show me, and I'm not ignorant. I'd love to see what's your argument against the combo, because a lot of persons prefer playing Scythe, but most of the reasons why is that no one is aware this is superior. And like once I enlighten them, they go towards this combo than the Scythe route. But Scythe is actually very easy to pull off. But the Scythe lock doesn't always guarantee a win, because people can't just beat you without extract. I've seen persons Scythe lock then realize they're playing Flunderies right after. People have Scythe lock me, and I'm playing Pendulums and I still win. Multiple times. I've actually won more Scythe locks than losing them, because Scythe lock isn't that serious. But to me, I've never won a duel where someone hot reds. Like, you just can't do anything. So you just have to wait out a turn, and by next turn the duel is done. Because look at the follow-up. If for some reason they thought that they should just end their turn, off add back, you have time start to add. The card I'm going to add is most likely going to be Joko. Like, I don't even need to go any further from there. Like, the combo is predominantly very strong. But let's go through the next combo. Alright guys, this is going to be the next combo. So it's going to be Pen Call and Darkworm. Like, the OGs at it again. Let's just start. Pen Call, Darkworm. So we're going to add 2 high scales here. I'm kidding. So this is what we're going to add. The reason why nothing else is simply because there's not much we can work with right here. We're going to use Darkworm effect at gate 0. Because gate 0 has to go in scale, we don't really have much to can work with. So we're going to put Double Iris in the next scale. Going to summon Celestial, use this effect to search in the end phase. We'll link up into Beyond the Pendulum, and in effect will get us harmonizing. Pendulum summon time. Harmonizing effect. I'll get Stargazer from deck. Now I want you guys to note how important Stargazer is just because it's a level 5. You basically do all your combos, but here's it. In your combos, there is no possible way for you to end on both Hot Red and Vortex while getting the Calamity's lock. It's impossible to get all 3 in one go. So you have to choose which ones you're going to go for. Fortunately, this seems like the way to go, so I'm just going to go with it. Now, we're going to Exceed first. I didn't want to play this route, but I don't have a choice. So we're going to detach. And we're going to add Sauce de Fleur. The reason why we have to add him is just that we're going to dump our Tuning Magician from deck to grave by choosing any of your Pendulum monsters on your scale. So we'll drop him first, try to pop. Time Star will save by sending a Spellcaster from deck to grave. Now, I can link up with any, but I'll link up with Sauce. Even though it's like a 2/9 body, so it crosses a lot of things. Unfortunately, my friend is not to stay. So, what we're going to go for is our Selena Gomez. Selene's effect. I'll get to pull back any tuners that I want from the graveyard. So I'll go by getting Harmonizing. Because Pen Call is in the grave plus your scales, so it's 3. And from here, I can go with both into our Hulk effect. I'll get out Rose. I'll synchro. I'll get... My apologies. Here, we'll go for Boreal. The reason why Boreal is that you don't want to cut yourself flat foot if your opponent actually has something to interrupt you. So the bare least is that you want to put something on the field to negate so that your luck is almost guaranteed. So I'm going to put him on the field. He gets 2 counters along with I get to get my Rose Dragon from deck and I get to add the Rose Fruit. You can seal the deal by linking out both of these into Apollosa. And as I mentioned before, you can just set this. You don't have to activate it immediately. There's not a lot of cards in Yu-Gi-Oh! That can interact with it in a negative way. The reason why I say this is because someone out there thinks they can Cosmic Cyclone and just can't chain it when this doesn't have a restriction. So you can chain it at any point in time. And you can chain it on this in any order. And you get the full lock. And I'm going to show you. Whichever one. Any, mini, miny, you. So we're going to put Basal Shoot as Chainlink 1. Hulk as Chainlink 2. So Hulk is going to resolve first. Getting our Shooting Riser Dragon. And then we get the summon back from the graveyard. Let's go with Red Rose. Chain has resolved. Next chain. Shooting Riser effect as Chainlink 1. There is nothing else that can respond. And by the way, Shooting Riser, even though it was summoned before the Red Rose, it's an if you can effect, so you cannot miss timing. So in other words, you can't miss on this, bros. You can't miss. I'm going to send off to make it level 1, and I'll sync with this. So everybody's going to grave 1 time. I'll get to summon the boy. Effect. Your opponent cannot play Yu-Gi-Oh! Next turn. Considering you have Time Star on the field. Oh my goshes, oh my days. I forgot to add that card in the end phase. So we're adding Astrograph. So guaranteed we can't die this turn if something goes wrong. But the thing is why I don't like this combo in terms of with the bare minimum. Because I don't get up my hot red, they can actually just Dark Ruler their way out or just Droplets their way out. Which I don't like. So this is the only reason why I don't like doing this combo with a pen called Darkworm. It's because I don't get hot red, meaning I don't have a way to fight back on the Dark Ruler. And Dark Rulers are in person's main deck now. Like, it's not even in their side deck anymore. Like, when they play Eldritch, they're like, oh my god, it hurts, it pains me so much. But they're still, like, are they masochists? I don't know. But to each their own. So this is the combo, guys. And remember, harmonizing plus any monster, as long as it's an effect monster, will get you into the full lock. So not only am I able to get the lock, I'm able to get more just by having the harmonizing. Now, Time Star, you don't necessarily... I didn't need to summon Time Star. The reason why I did it is just to get the free bodies. But there is no way for me to get back the Tuning Magician from the graveyard. The reason why is that it's not 2 Magician scales. So I didn't really need to do that. I didn't even need to summon Time Star any at all. I could just straight up link off. And I got the same results. So a lot of it you didn't have to do, but I chose to do it. Because I wanted maximum value from the combo. There are other routes that you could have taken. Thinking about it. You could actually end on Calamities plus Savage if I played it the other route. But I would have to get what's it called? The other tuner from the deck. I don't even remember its name right now. White Wing. How did the hell did I forget that? So you can summon White Wing instead of this. And you could just work with it from there. But the thing is, Astrograph is really nice in a hand where you know that you don't have a lot. Because he almost guarantees that you won't die. So you actually might have a follow-up turn. And also, you can pop your own scale because... No, my apology. You couldn't pop your scale in this combo. But most times you can pop your scale by using Beyond the Pendulum if it's 2 different levels. But that's it, guys. Rate, comment, subscribe. I'm going to be posting more videos very soon. I'm just short like literally 1 card for revealing the next combo. And the next combo is actually really nice. It's just that this is a game-winning combo. The only problem I'm having is like everybody on their mother draws Dark Ruler no more, and who doesn't do that draws droplets, and they just completely out your combo. And then you had someone who kicked my ass with 2 cards because it was Phantom Knight and all his cards could have activated in the grave. So it was like I couldn't get to hot ready him, and he just played Yu-Gi-Oh from his graveyard instead of his hand. I still kicked my ass. So Yu-Gi-Oh has evolved into this position where people doing this thing where they still win with just 2 cards, and then you need 2 card combos. Like nowadays combos, you just have 1 card doing everything. It gets your spell, it gets your trap, it does everything for you. 2 card combos, fine. But you see when a combo requires like 3 cards, it's becoming a problem because half your hand is being contributed towards your combo. And because I'm playing pendulums, you're going to have to contribute cards just to go in your scales. So I don't understand why there's so much hate against Pendulum and you're literally playing the hardest mechanic to use. Like, I literally have to use a minimum of a third of my hand just to set scales most times. If not more than a third. So why the unnecessary hate? But anyways, thanks guys for watching. Rate, comment, subscribe, and I'm out. If you guys want to see shorter videos, just let me know in the description down below. Bye. Peace.